this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Black Ops 7. If you're trying to truly improve your KD ratio and win more games, you came to the right video. I will be going over both 5 as well as gunfighter class setups. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the AK-27, one of the best assault rifles in the entire game. If you don't like the iron sights, feel free to equip the lethal tools ELO. Clean, simple, easy to use at any and all ranges. For the muzzle, we are going to utilize the SWF Tishina 11 suppressor to keep you off the minimap when firing. For the barrel, we are going to run the 14-inch Prism light barrel to improve aim down sight speed, jumping aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed, and sprint to fire speed, making this weapon a lot better at those close and medium ranges. For the underbarrel, we are going to utilize the iron hold angled grip to improve that aim auto sway, aim walking steadiness, aim auto sway delay, as well as horizontal recoil control. You can't go wrong with this attachment. For the magazine, we are going to utilize the Epitaph extended mag, bumping up the capacity up to 40, so you have plenty of ammo to take out multiple people at the same time. For the rear grip, we are going to utilize the Garen Advanced Grip, which is going to be improving your aim down sight speed, dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, and even more jumping aim down sight speed for more close range benefit. For the stock, we're going to be running with the SWF 62 Varial stock, which is going to be increasing your flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. You can walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to utilize the buffer springs to smooth out that recoil pattern, giving you improved horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. You can't go wrong with this attachment on the AK-27. Once you go ahead and build this loadout and jump into the firing range, you're going to see that we do have an assault rifle that has a fast sprint to fire speed, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as very easy to control recoil with a suppressed AR. I highly recommend going ahead and giving this a go. We can get those 3-shot kills, making this one of the fastest killing guns in the entire game. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class setup, which is actually what I recommend, you are going to remove the stock, you're going to remove the rear grip, you're going to remove the extended mag, and you are going to go ahead and remove the optic as well. Now, once you go ahead and do this, you can do a number of things. You can attach a rear grip, you can put back on the Garen Advanced Grip, or you can go ahead and skip over that and put on the Epitaph extended mag. Both of them are going to be great options. You're going to pick and choose whatever you're most comfortable with. For running and gunning purposes, I like to go ahead and keep on the rear grip, but if you want more ammo, you can put on the extended mag. That's why I'm kind of giving you a couple different options here. Still have a great sprint to fire speed, ADS, aim walking movement speed is going to be all right, and we still have controllable recoil. And if you enjoy the iron sights, this is definitely going to be a loadout for you. You still can get those 3-shot kills to the head, making it an absolute monster. And by the way, if you don't have enough time to play and need weapon or rank leveling assistance, such as unlocking mastery camos like Singularity, Mitch Cactus has you covered. They offer safe and legit services on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and they also deliver DLC codes like Monster Energy and Mueller Milk. Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers, making them the go-to for things Call of Duty as well as Battlefield 6. You can use my code EARS to save 5% off, limited time only. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the Carbon 57. This is a great submachine gun if you're trying to run and gun. If you don't like the iron sights, equip the lethal tools ELO. Now, for the muzzle, because the recoil control is rather high, we are going to rock the K and S compensator to bump up additional vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to utilize the 14-inch Rockley barrel to improve damage range, giving you a faster and more consistent time to kill. For the underbarrel, I do recommend putting on the Vitalized hand stomp to improve that horizontal recoil control, aim auto sway delay, aim walking steadiness, and aim auto sway controllability. For the magazine, we are going to utilize the compact fast mag, which is going to technically reduce the capacity to 40, but we are going to pick up some reload quickness, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. Still going to be plenty with this SMG. For the rear grip, I recommend equipping the Bombus Quick Grip. We're going to improve that aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, dive to fire speed, and even more jumping aim down sight speed, making this weapon insane at those close and medium ranges. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the Bowen Resolute Pad to improve more flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. And then finally, for the last attach, we are going to go over to the fire mod section, and we are going to equip the accelerator recoil system to smooth out that recoil pattern, helping us out with more horizontal and vertical recoil control. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment class and jump into the firing range, you are going to be very happy because we've been fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as a controllable recoil pattern. This is going to be a great submachine gun to use if you want to go ahead and run and gun and fry people at those close and medium ranges. I do recommend going ahead and burst firing it at longer range if you want to use it at long range, but this is going to be a running gun style submachine gun. Now, if you only want to utilize the 5 attachment class, what you are going to do is remove the optic, you are going to take away the magazine, and you're also going to remove the stock here. We want to keep on as many recoil controlling attachments as possible. As you can see, it's still going to be a pretty decent handling submachine gun with controllable recoil, and personally, I enjoy the iron sights with this submachine gun. You're obviously still gonna have to burst fire at longer ranges if you want to go ahead and get into those gunfights, but as you can see, this is gonna be a better submachine gun to use at those close and medium ranges, just so you can absolutely get some faster time to kills. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the MADDOX RFB. This new assault rifle is definitely worth unlocking and leveling up. For the optic, you can put on the Lethal Tools ELO if you don't enjoy the iron sights. To build a 0 recoil loadout, you want to equip the RECOIL 5.56 compensator to bump up vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to put on the 24-inch ensemblage barrel to improve that damage range, giving you a faster and more consistent time to kill. For the underbarrel, I recommend equipping the Vast Drift Lock foregrip to improve that horizontal recoil control. There is a lot of horizontal wobble we need to mitigate with this AR. For the magazine, we're going to equip the Billing Extended Mag, giving it a healthy 50 rounds. For the rear grip, we are going to utilize the Hallex MLX grip to improve that dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. A great attachment. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the Migrate MLX stock to improve that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed, a massive W. And for the fire mounts, we are going to put on the buffer springs to smooth out the recoil pattern even more. Once you go ahead and build this 0 recoil MADDOX RFB class and jump in the fire range, you're going to see here, great handling, sprint to fire speed, ADS, aim walking movement speed. This gun is not going to move whatsoever. Absolutely no recoil at longer ranges. You know, it can get away from a little bit from time to time, but in all reality, as you can see, if you pull down the right trigger, you are going to be able to have a 0 recoil setup with minor recoil control. Overall, a great class setup. Definitely recommend going ahead and giving this assault rifle a try. It's one of the best in the entire game. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class setup, what you are going to have to do is remove the buffer springs, the stock, as well as the extended mag. This is still going to be a rock solid loadout. This is actually what I would recommend going ahead and using with this, so you can rock additional perks. You can see the handling is still great, and the recoil control is going to be there as well. In all reality, I feel like I'm more accurate with this setup here, because if I know there could be potentially some recoil, I'm going to be thinking about controlling the weapon a little bit more than I normally would, and you can make some smarter plays and absolutely dominate players no matter where they are on the map. Definitely a monster AR. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the DS-20 Mirage. This assault rifle is fantastic. People don't know how to use it properly because you have to control a lot of the recoil. Now, for the optic, we are going to utilize the Lethal Tools ELO. For the muzzle, we are going to equip the RECOIL 5.56 compensator to bump up vertical recoil control. This weapon does have a lot of it we have to control. For the barrel, we are going to utilize the 20-inch rupture barrel for improved damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to put on the force stabilizer hand grip to go ahead and improve that horizontal recoil control. Very important with this assault rifle. For the magazine, we're going to equip the Andean extended mag. Overall, a great attachment, so we can have 40 rounds. For the rear grip, I do recommend putting on the Viceroy grip to improve aim down sight speed, jumping aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and more dive to fire speed. For the stock, we are going to roll with the Trunk MLX stock to improve that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. Massive W here. And for the fire mods, we are going to be running with the Recoil Sync unit to remove a lot more horizontal as well as vertical recoil. Once you go ahead and build this loadout, a lot of the issues with this assault rifle are corrected. We have a fast sprint to fire speed, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and very controllable recoil. It's going to be just straight vertical, so you can't just pull down on the right thumbstick. have this weapon incredibly easy to use, and you are going to be getting some very fast time to kills because this weapon does have a 3-shot kill to the head. You can rock this loadout in Warzone if you want as well. This is actually one of the best weapons to use in that mode as well. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class setup, what you are going to have to do is remove the fire mod, the stock, as well as the magazine here. We still have a great class setup because you're going to be dealing with an AR that has good handling, aim down sight, aim walking move speed is actually still good, as well as a controllable recoil. You are going to have to go ahead and pull down a little bit more with the right thumbstick to compensate for the lack of that vertical and horizontal recoil control we had with the buffer springs. But overall, this is going to be a great class setup you can use. Like I said, sometimes at those longer range, you are going to have to go ahead and compensate for it, but this is definitely going to be a solid assault rifle you do not want to sleep on. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the MPC-25, one of the fastest killing SMGs both in Black Ops 7 as well as Warzone. Now, for the optic, if you don't enjoy the iron sights, you can put on the Lethal Tools ELO, but I actually recommend using the iron sights with this submachine gun. For the muzzle, we absolutely must put on the KNS compensator to bump up vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to use the 14.5-inch VAS ash barrel to bump up additional damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to utilize the VAS Drift Lock foregrip to improve horizontal recoil control. We have to control a lot of the recoil with this submachine gun. For the magazine, we're going to equip the Sustain 25 extended mag, giving us 40 rounds. For the rear grip, we are going to utilize the Photonic adaptive grip to improve that aim down sight speed, jumping aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, and dive to fire speed. For the stock, we are going to roll with the Arid full stock to improve that aim walking movement speed and flinch resistance. And for the fire mods, 110% put on that recoil sync unit to help out with a lot of the horizontal and vertical recoil. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you can jump into the firing range and see for yourself that we have a fast sprint to fire speed, ADS, and walking movement speed, and we have a lot better recoil control with this submachine gun. The time to kill is going to be there. I would stick with close to medium range engagement with this SMG. You are going to be frying lobbies with this, but make sure that you are running and gunning and you guys are staying close to the enemy. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment loadout, you are going to have to remove the stock, you're going to remove the magazine, and you're also going to remove the optic. 110% keep the recoil controlling attachments on this submachine gun. Fast sprint out speed, ADS, aim walking speed is still going to be great, and the iron sights, in my personal opinion, are going to be fantastic. Don't even bother with long range engagements with this loadout. You want to stay close range, medium range max, to utilize that damage and time to kill with this submachine gun. These are going to be the top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 7 as of right now. For the rest of the loadouts, I always recommend running Gunfighter. If you don't care about utilizing more perks, you can run more than 5 attachments. But if you don't really want to run a Gunfighter loadout, equip perk Greed. Now, we are using the VLOX 5.7 secondary. Here are the attachments that I do go ahead and use with this pistol. In all reality, I swapped this out for something I find on the ground. I only pull this out if I absolutely need to. I have on the knife, I have on the assault pack with the lucky ammo overclock, so I get more score or kill, so I can get my streaks faster. I have on the stim shot with the cleanse overclock to remove player debuffs. I have on the Simtex with the high density explosive overclock, so it's a little bit more deadly. And for the perks, Flak Jacket, Scavenger, Looper, and for perk Greed, I recommend equipping Bankroll. This is going to be a fantastic option so you can get your streaks faster. And you are going to be granted with the Tactician Hybrid Combat Specialty, which is going to be giving you more score when you are playing the OBJ with your team. Let me know down in the comment section what your favorite assault rifle or submachine gun is here in Black Ops 7 after the recent update. I've been really enjoying the AK-27, the MADDOX RFB, and as far as the submachine gun goes, I'm not going to lie, I like the MPC-25. Even though it does take some recoil control to get it to work. If you guys enjoy, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. Hopefully these class setups help you get your first nuke, or at least your highest KD or highest kill gameplay. It's been your boy Ears. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.